back. Episode, gotta be like 7. I don't know.
Yeah, 7.
6, 7?
Yeah.
Something like that. But last week, didn't happen. I was in New York, and then we got back, and then he was busy, and then Friday didn't work out. So we're like, all right, we're just going to put it off till next week. And then, so here we are. So we got a little to catch up on, like last week, and then a lot to talk about this past week, and then some stuff going forward. So let's just jump straight into it, and don't hold back, man. So first game, actually not that one. We'll talk about Purdue beating Michigan State. I don't know if you remember, but whenever we did our picks, I picked Purdue to beat Michigan State. So I felt pretty good about that. But what do you think about
I don't remember who I picked.
I feel like you might have picked Purdue.
I don't remember my picks.
I don't remember where they played at either. But Purdue won, though.
But the Boilermakers, man.
That's 2 upsets because they beat Iowa when they were ranked 2nd. So, it's a team you got to watch out for. They've been bouncing back and forth from being in the top 25 and then bouncing out. And then, But then the next game, Wake Forest, North Carolina. I picked Wake Forest too. Felt good about that one too. Or no, I picked North Carolina to upset Wake Forest. Because I was like, it's at North Carolina, Tar Heels, man. So I like Sam Howell. So, yeah. What do you think about that one though? Well, Sam Hartman getting upset, first loss of the year.
Dang. I mean, I wouldn't say I knew it was going to happen, but with Wake Forest, I was kind of iffy about them. Yeah, I was like, come on.
Yeah. They some frauds, man.
Yeah.
They ain't legit.
It was coming sooner or later. But, yeah, that's, it happened.
Then they, I don't remember, I think they won this week against NC State. It was like a shootout. But before we go into this past week, I said in the last video, one of us will be with a smile. Unfortunately, it's not your boy. So, the Cats fall to the Vols, man. It's just a tough game. Both offenses looked electric, for sure. Yep. But both defenses looked like they were playing blind.
Facts.
Both teams put up 40 plus. Saw a lot of good signs from both teams. And so I'll let you give your little spiel first, and then I'll kind of bounce back off of it.
Yeah. Defense, I don't know. It was a shootout the whole game, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was nervous the whole time.
I was too. Yeah.
I was like, oh no. But, offense played amazing, I think. I think we played really good.
First play of the game, y'all scored like a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, time of possession, I don't really remember what it was.
I'll tell you.
I think we had the ball 13 minutes. Y'all had it.
The rest?
Yeah. Like 40, 30 something? I don't know.
Let's see. Time of possession. We had, y'all had 13:52. We had 46:08.
Yeah. So time of possession, I mean, that was a big factor of the game, and it was still close. Like,
we had 80 more rushing yards and, I don't know the math on it, but like 50 more passing yards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This just kind of tells you, like, how Tennessee's offense kind of played, but then how our defense just let you all drive down the field.
We had almost 200 more yards than y'all. Wow. We had 612 yards.
But yeah, like, the time of possession, that just proves that, our defense literally let y'all do what you want the entire game. Like, control the tempo, control the time. Y'all had it for so long. Like, it wasn't y'all were scoring on big plays. It's like y'all were just driving it down our throat the whole time. And, like, we couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, and for you all, so the first play of the game was scored on a screen. And then there was, the next drive, we stopped y'all on first and second down. And third down, y'all had, a busted play, or, a wheel route out of the backfield or something.
Yeah.
And then it was, another 60-yard play. And then, I don't remember, the third drive was, another wheel route. And it was, a 40-yard play. It wasn't a touchdown, but, it was just, blown plays. And then, for some reason, it looked like we were, out-schemed. And we just didn't know that y'all passed the ball. I don't know. And we would have, linebackers on Valus Jones Jr. or Tillman.
If you're a Tennessee wide receiver, or if you're a wide receiver and you play at Tennessee, you love Tennessee right now.
Yeah, throwing for like $8 million a game.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but Will Levis actually played really, really good, except for the pick six. I mean, it was just a.
I mean, that's one play though. The game overall, yeah, he did.
And I was listening to, I think it was this Freddie Maggard guy. He was like, it was what's the word I'm looking for? Like a hot route, but you never do a hot route. Like, so the safety came down. You never do a hot route to the outside because you just do it to replace where the person is. So I feel like you should do a slant or like an in, and so I feel like it was just miscommunication, and I don't know. It was just, it wasn't even a terrible ball. It was just bad timing, bad route. And then that was a huge play because that got y'all up 10 at that point, and because like you said, our drives were lasting forever, so that was at like midfield, so we would have had another 4 or 5 minutes taken off the clock.
Yeah.
If we would have kept driving. Yeah, that was a big play, but yeah, he's
crazy game.
Crazy
good
game.
It was a good game.
Second.
Yeah.
The only play that I would complain about was the missed face mask at the end, and then like.
I think I did hear something about that. Yeah.
It was like 3rd and 6, I want to say, and 3rd and something.
Yeah, I know a lot of Kentucky fans were complaining about penalties.
Had to be 3rd and 9 because, so Will Levis like steps up in the pocket, gets tackled, and it was like a really obvious face mask. They don't call it. Then Mark Stoops gets livid about it, and then they throw a flag on Stoops. So then it's 4th and 24. You remember that? That's what happened.
Yeah.
So like I feel like if you're gonna miss the call, you can't then throw a flag on the coach too. But I mean, you can't.
You think the refs were a little butthurt that they missed the call? So
yeah. I'm like, well, I guess since he called me a butt, then I guess I'll throw a flag. I mean, too soft skinned. But so then we ended up converting the 4th and 24 somehow. But I mean, yeah, it was literally till the last second. The last 4 downs, I was very disappointed about because. I mean, it looked like we were just, all right, if we don't score a touchdown right here, I mean, if we would have kicked a field goal, we would have tied it. I mean, that would have been all right and keep the game going. But they were like, all right, we have to score on this play or it doesn't mean anything. So, I mean, there was like an out, and then there was like a seam, and then, I don't know. It just didn't. Because William Cohen called a great game. I mean, 612 yards of offense, and then those last 4.
That's crazy. It was good offense on both sides, really.
Yeah.
Both put up big numbers.
Yeah, that was a huge game for the offenses. And Brad White, defensive coordinator, he went from like one of the best in the country to probably the worst now. I mean, literally let up 38 to Mississippi State and then 45 to Tennessee back-to-back weeks. Like, I don't know. I mean, defense just ain't making it easy for the offense because offense is playing all right, but I don't know.
Yep.
But
it was a good win for the Vols. That now I think. Hopefully these last 2 games, we got South Alabama and Vanderbilt, go 7-5, get into a decent bowl. I think it helped our season out a lot.
And like the Mississippi State loss didn't hurt too bad. I mean, the thought of going 11-1 was good, but it was more realistic to think 10-2 after starting 6-0 like that.
Yeah.
But then the loss to Tennessee, like,
you think that killed your season, like? Yeah,
it just made it. Because I never thought I'd complain about 9-3, but after starting the way that you do, like 6-0, if you finish 9-3, or we still have to play Louisville, so possibly 8-4. I don't think we should lose to Louisville, but
I think Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, it just a lot of fans are disappointed because of what could have been. So I mean that loss hurt, and because it was at home, that hurt a lot. Yeah. It's weird. Like we beat y'all at your place last year.
And then we come to your place.
Yeah, it's weird, so I guess we'll see. It's crazy what Heupel's done his first year. Like,
yeah, a lot of Tennessee pages and stuff like that were talking about that.
He's done a great job.
Yeah, he's done a lot. He's turned all kinds of stuff around. I like him.
Yeah, he's done a great job. But, yeah, so week 11. First thing, Baylor beats Oklahoma, so that knocks Oklahoma out of any chance of making the playoff. Like they have 0 chance now. But what do you think? I don't know if you saw it or not. about Lincoln Riley being mad about the field goal. I think so. One thing said that there was like a minute left, and then one thing said it was 3 seconds left. That were called timeout, kick the field goal. Well, they were already up 10. Like, what would you do if you were a coach in that situation?
Wait, how much time was left again?
I heard 3 seconds.
3 seconds?
They called a timeout to kick the field goal. I kind of agree with Lincoln Riley. Like, I see both sides because...
Yeah, with 3 seconds, I mean, I can understand if there's a little bit more time left, but 3 seconds, like, you won, you're up 10, you know, play safe, you know, like, just let the clock run out.
For me, like, I don't think I would do it as a coach because it just seems, it's like an unwritten law to not, like, you don't, like, at the end of a basketball game, you dribble it out. You don't just go dunk.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the same type of thing. It's just like an unwritten law of, like, sportsmanship. And that's kind of what Lincoln Riley said. Like, he wouldn't have done it, but then he kind of accepted the fact that, I mean, you just didn't play good enough to be
I guess they just wanted some more practice for the kicker, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I heard that the Baylor coach had said something about how at the end of the year they look at how many games you win by 10 or more or something. And so I guess because they won more than 10, that means a lot.
But still, you're like you said, it's like an unwritten. It's a respect thing. Like,
yeah, it's disrespectful to just kick that. So I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but it's his team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
That's why we're not coaches.
Exactly. And you see, Baylor stormed the field with 1 second.
Yeah.
Like, what game wasn't even over?
Yeah.
That was so funny. But yeah, and he said he was mad about that too because apparently like 3 of their fans like jumped on one of his players. I was like, oh my god.
Are you serious? I didn't hear that.
Then next game, Ole Miss home at the Grove beat Texas A&M 29-19. Kind of seemed, I mean, they were up 15-10 for a little bit. I think. Seems like they didn't have an issue with them.
Freaking Lane Train, golly, dude.
Favorite coach, right there.
Yeah, love that guy, right?
But yeah, I mean Texas A&M, they peaked against Bama, and then
I don't know what happened. Like
I don't.
Alabama, I shouldn't say they're struggling because we're used to Alabama going like undefeated, winning the national championship every year. They're not.
They only have 1 loss.
Yeah, but I mean they've kind of had their ups and downs. They're not the same Bama team as.
They only beat Florida by 2, and then LSU by 6.
Yeah. So I shouldn't say they're struggling. I'm just saying like
they're finding a way to win every game.
Yeah. I feel like they're just
not the same.
Not Alabama usually is. Like something's different this year.
Yeah.
With them.
Maybe just because Bryce Young's kind of young. It's his first year starting, but
yeah.
I don't know. He's played phenomenal though.
He has.
Yeah, Ole Miss keeps rolling, and I don't remember who Texas A&M played last week, but I don't know. I just feel like they've kind of fallen off. I think Arkansas beat Mississippi State a couple weeks ago. I don't remember what it was, but Texas A&M they just kind of peaked against Bama, and that's the highlight of their year. The next game, Mississippi State. I was texting you. They were down 28-3 and then won 43-34.
That's crazy.
I mean,
wasn't it like 40 unanswered points?
40 straight without. I mean, that's.
You can't let that happen. As a football team, you can't let. Yeah, at home, you can't let that happen.
Yeah, I was like, because we went hunting and Dad had said, Mississippi State's getting killed. I was like, oh dang. He was like 28-3 first or second quarter. And I was like, gosh. And then I looked like an hour into hunting, and then I was like, well, that changed because the game completely flipped. And I mean, they won by 9, so 2 touchdowns at least, 2 possessions, which is just
that's crazy,
insane. So I added this. Tennessee plays South Alabama at home, and so this is something a little different. So Tennessee is favored to win by 28. Do you think they win by 28 or more? Do you think South Alabama covers the spread?
No, we'll win by 28 or more. I think so.
So if you had a score prediction, what do you think it'd be?
For Tennessee and South Alabama, I think we'll score in the 50s.
Yeah, I would definitely score a ton.
I'm gonna say like 56-24.
Respectable. What is that? 30.
56-21. 56-24. Yeah.
And then
they'll get like a late touchdown late in the game, I think. So it'll like kind of look like a game, but not really.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of like
stupid touchdowns.
Like you beat them like pretty good, but it's just like
Yeah.
I mean, they still scored a little bit.
Kentucky plays New Mexico State at home, which is who Bama played last week and beat 59-3. And so they were favored. Like the spread was 51, and Bama covered. Like they won by 56. So, and they're 1-9 right now. I think New Mexico State.
New Mexico State.
Yeah. So we're favored by.
What was
36.
their win?
I have no idea. I would hate to play for that team though. But Kentucky's the spread is 36. Does Kentucky cover? I would, if I was to bet, I would say no because Kentucky never, other than the Tennessee game, we don't score that much. Like, I just don't see. I would say we win. I don't know, and we've let people score a lot. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we cover, but I would say 38-10 or something like that. A little.
Yeah, I feel like
under
that's like Tennessee's defense too. Like, we lead the nation in tackles for loss, but like, or the SEC or whatever. But like, then we let y'all score 40-something points with us. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would say Kentucky does not cover if I had to bet, but I mean, who knows? I guess it would be, and it's a noon game, so like nobody's gonna be there. It's just gonna be like, but it is senior day, so
Yeah.
Then you probably really won't know anything about this, but do you know who Vince Marrow is?
No.
He's they call him the big dog. He's like the main recruiter.
The big dog.
He's the main recruiter for Kentucky, and he's the tight ends coach. He's literally one of the most well-known assistant coaches in the history of football. Like, literally, like, big name people know who he is, and it's just because he's just a cool guy. And but there's rumors Mel Tucker might leave Michigan State to be the head coach at LSU, and if he goes to LSU, he wants to take Vince Marrow from Kentucky, which would that would destroy Kentucky's recruiting, like tremendously. So that would be terrible. But I mean, if Mel Tucker, like, I don't see Vince Marrow leaving Kentucky to go to Michigan State, but I could see a slim chance of him going to LSU just because the name. I feel like he would be downgrading though, because like in Lexington, he's literally a legend. Like everybody in the state knows who he is. Yeah. But anyway, so there's also rumors that Coach Stoops is a big name that LSU wants. So
what?
Yeah, and I feel like on KSR today they were saying that it all depends on what type of person you are. If you're the type of guy that's like, okay, I like my fan base, like at Kentucky, if you win 7 wins, we're happy. If you win 10 wins, we're happy.
Yeah.
He can do whatever. He's gonna stay the coach. Like everybody's gonna love him. Yeah. At LSU, you win 7 wins, you have a chance of being fired. So I guess it depends on whether you're like a risk taker or not, because I don't think money. Kentucky will match whatever amount of money at LSU. I don't think he would leave for the money. It's just kind of whatever type of guy he is, but it's definitely scary.
Yeah.
Because the chances of keeping both of them are somewhat low. Right? Because I don't know, Vince Marrow, he almost left a couple years ago to be the head coach at Youngstown State. So, but we kept him from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm nervous because Stoops will change the program, and then Vince Marrow is an insane recruiter.
Yeah.
We've gotten some of the best recruits on.
That's how Tennessee is. That's why we've had like 5 different head coaches in the past year, because Tennessee football is kind of like at a standard. Like we're trying to get back to how we used to be in the late '90s and stuff. So.
Yeah. But I feel like they'll give Heupel a couple of years because he's already proved himself. I mean, he's won games that a lot of people wouldn't say they should have won. But so the next thing, which you can speak on Tennessee, but college basketball is back officially. Like I said, I was in New York last week. I went for the Champions Classic.
Bringing it to the podcast.
Yeah, little hint. But Kentucky played Duke, and Michigan State played Kansas. And Michigan State was surprisingly not even ranked preseason, so that was weird to see. But Kansas beat them pretty easily, it seemed like. They won by 15 to 20. I don't remember the exact score. But then Kentucky against Duke showed a lot of great signs. Ty Washington didn't play the greatest, which we would need him to beat Duke. But like I said, Oscar Tshiebwe had 20 rebounds, and that's probably the best big men he'll play against the whole year. So I was pleased with it because a lot of people picked Kentucky to get blown out, and we lost by 8. I can't stand Duke, hate Duke more than anything in the world, but to lose to them by 8, and like I was telling you, Duke shot 23 free throws, we shot 7. There's not many games you're going to win when it's that big of a difference, but it's Coach K's last year, so the refs were going to do whatever they could for Duke to pull out a win. So I'm not upset with it. I was pleased with it. Really gave us showed us what we're going to see. Severe Willard played great. Kellen Grady shot great. Oscar played like an animal. And then, so it showed us great signs. But then we bounced back off of that one. Played Robert Morris, which we have bad history with. I don't know if you remember, but in 2013 we went to the NIT, and we lost to Robert Morris. So it was kind of screw you. You come to Rupp, we'll play you. So we beat him by 40. And yeah, I mean, Oscar had another 20 rebound game. And some other players played great in that one. I know it's Robert Morris, but you can still get some takeaways. But so the Vols, you said, won both games by
30 plus at least. Yeah.
Yeah. So
starting off 2-0. Played Villanova this weekend.
Saturday.
It's
a big game for the Vols. Villanova lost the other day though. They lost to UCLA in overtime. So they're pretty solid.
Did Villanova start off as number 1?
No. Gonzaga's number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Villanova started off as 5. No.
I think they're 5 now.
Yeah,
I think I saw they're 5 now.
Villanova was 3, 4, something like that.
So they didn't move that much.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a big game. Vols have a tough schedule this year.
We always get screwed over in that category, football and basketball.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
I think it's literally just part of being an SEC school.
Yeah,
if you're in the SEC, you're going to have a tougher
really
schedule
tough
than other teams outside the conference. So.
Well, anyways, right now it's halftime. Kentucky's playing Mount St. Mary's right now. Up 11. Oscar's already playing like a tank. Kentucky looks all right now. Hopefully we can stretch the lead. But, yeah, so Kentucky plays Kansas at Kansas. Ohio State in Las Vegas plays at Notre Dame. I don't know where the Louisville game's at. And then, obviously, we started with Duke. And then Tennessee plays Texas Tech in the Jimmy D Classic. They play Villanova this weekend. Play Texas in the Big 12 SEC Challenge. So, both of our teams definitely have a tough schedule. But, yeah, I'm ready. I'm hyped. This is the best time of the year because basketball and football is on.
Yeah.
But this just came to my head, though. What do you think the best, two-sport, football, basketball school is? I got mine in mind.
The best two-sport school?
Yeah, that's good at both.
Dude, honestly, Alabama basketball is kind of getting up there.
14 right now, I think.
I was
that's a good one.
Yeah, Alabama.
I know who I would say.
Mine would be probably Bama. I just see them coming together.
Yeah, they played great last year. They were like a 2 or 3 seed in the tournament. One that would usually be good is Florida. Because Florida's usually, they're 24 this year in basketball, but in football they're just poop.
Well, Tennessee also in football, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah, they've had their ups and downs. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that Florida scored 70.
Wow, bro, that's crazy.
Against Sanford.
Yeah, against Sanford.
Who?
What?
Their basketball team scored 71 against Florida State.
They
scored 70.
They allowed 52 points.
42 in the first half to Sanford.
Oh my gosh.
No shots at Sanford, but come on, Florida.
That's bad.
That is very bad. That is so. Gosh.
That's sorry.
That is. They were down too, 14, and
Yeah.
Gosh, if they would have lost that was at home too. I mean, must be rough. Dan Mullen got to leave soon. There's no way they keep him much longer.
No.
That's another
Florida
school.
won't put up with it either. That's another
at
school.
least 8 wins this season.
Yeah,
that's what they expect. But so back to that thing. I would say Michigan right now, because Michigan's
oh yeah.
what are they, 6th in the college football playoff, and then they're top 10 in basketball. I know that. But, yeah, I would say them. Another one that's usually good is Michigan State because they're 7th in the college football playoff but not ranked in basketball. But they could
no offense
find their
to
way in the rankings.
Michigan fans out there, but I really dislike Michigan and Michigan State. Don't know why. Don't know. Not even in the SEC, nothing. I just don't like Michigan teams.
I don't have an issue with any teams. I mean, okay, so I don't like Tennessee in football. I hate Louisville in football. I hate Louisville in basketball, and I hate Duke in basketball. And then teams that I just dislike. I mean, I don't really like Florida in football.
You can't like
you just
Florida.
can't like Florida. Like they're just annoying. And then in basketball, honestly, I hate Gonzaga because they don't play.
They don't play anybody.
They play in the worst basketball conference. But this year I was looking at their schedule, so they play UCLA, which is number 2 right now.
Okay.
Then they play at Duke in like a week. Then they play.
Well, it's about time they strengthened.
They played Texas the other day. They beat them by like 15 or 13 or something. But they were up 20 the whole game. Texas was 5. But all their tough games are at home. Like,
yeah.
I wish they would. I mean, they play at Duke, but dang it, they play somebody else that's good. But their schedule is a little bit better this year.
You think they beat Duke at Duke?
I hope not. That would be the one time I want Duke to win because I just don't want to.
That's saying a lot coming from you.
That's what I'm saying. I hate Duke.
You want Duke to win?
I do not want Gonzaga to win that game. I don't want them to go undefeated because they play Dixie State, San Francisco, and BYU for
random
all their games. Like
non-essential college basketball teams.
Nobody even knows where those schools are. Like it's just, gosh, they need to go to Pac-12. But, yeah. So. Who plays? Somebody plays soon. Like you said, Tennessee and Villanova, and then Gonzaga plays UCLA. I feel like there's another big game. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But, yeah, so best time of the year because both sports are in action. And NFL is in action. I'm not even a huge NFL guy, but
I love the fall time. It's amazing.
It's just
the weather.
Great time of the year.
Sports. Holidays. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's literally, you just can't ask for much more. So one last thing. Picks. So I've got mine down. Michigan State at Ohio State. I'm taking Ohio State 52-38. So
Dang,
they'll deal with them pretty good. They have a high scoring offense, and they've proved themselves so far. So
I'm also going to go Buckeyes on this one.
You don't like them either, right? For no reason?
I hate Michigan State more.
You don't like Penn State either, right?
Yeah. It's mostly like, I'm not trying to be like that, but it's like, there's something about the northern teams. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's the conference, like how the conferences are.
I feel like one of the teams that I would consider, if I was like a 5-star recruit, would be Ohio State. Because I just feel like it's just clean. Just a silver helmet with the Buckeyes and scarlet and gray. It's just nice.
Yeah, I like the sticker things they do with their helmets for like the achievements or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. The Buckeye or whatever.
I do like that.
Yeah.
But, what
score prediction?
Yeah, score.
Oh, I'm gonna say for Ohio State and Michigan State, I'm gonna say 49-38. Ohio State.
It's solid. Wait, so what? Yeah, so I just have Ohio State scoring 3 more.
Yeah.
Next game, Wake Forest at Clemson. We were just talking about them kind of dogging them, saying they wouldn't go undefeated. But I'll also call an upset in this one. I'll take Clemson, which sounds so weird to say Clemson upsetting somebody because we're used to 15-0 Clemson. But I'll take Clemson 38-28.
Wait, Wake Forest and Clemson? Is that the game? Okay.
I don't remember what Wake Forest is ranked now, but I'll take Dabo Swinney and the Tigers. So who are you taking now?
I'm gonna take Wake Forest, man.
All right.
I think the last game kind of spooked them a little bit, you know.
For sure.
I don't know, but I think they're gonna try to get back on their feet. I think they're gonna get determined this week.
Well, they lost that game and then they bounced back against North Carolina.
Okay. Oh yeah, we haven't done this in 2 weeks, so I might run these 2 weeks together. But I think they're gonna come on top. I think they're gonna beat Clemson. I think this is the year that they beat Clemson.
Yeah, Wake Forest won last week 45-42 against number 16 NC State.
Nice.
So right now they're ranked 10.
That's not like.
On the road at Clemson. So you're taking the Demon Deacons?
Yeah. I'm going Wake Forest, man.
What's your score prediction?
My score prediction, I'm gonna say 28-17. 28-17.
Alright. The last game, somewhat big, one of the bigger games of the season. SMU at Cincinnati, which you would never think that. But, Cincinnati, they have a chance at making the playoff. They're 5 now, so they're creeping in. One more loss ahead of them, and then, if Michigan State or Michigan beat Ohio State at the end of the year, Ohio State's definitely dropping out, and they're ahead of them right now. Mm-hmm. And then 3 is Oregon. So Oregon could, they lost to Stanford, so they could lose to anybody. And then, Bama's ahead of them and Georgia. So unless Georgia just blows out Bama, then I feel like that's the only way one of those teams drops out. But
if that were to happen this year, would be the year for that to happen.
I could see that a little bit.
I have this weird feeling that Alabama might get embarrassed by Georgia. Because, Georgia's literally
insane.
It's not even so much their offense. I mean, their offense is insane too, but, their defense is ridiculous.
It's insane. But I thought SMU was better than this, so my pick might sound stupid, but I'm taking SMU 27-21 in this one. It's at Cincinnati. But, I don't know. I'm just taking a risk.
What's SMU ranked?
They're not anymore. They were ranked. When were they ranked? Oh, they were ranked 19. Then they lost by a touchdown to Houston. Then they lost by 3 to
okay,
Memphis.
so that was weeks ago then.
Then they won by 30 against UCF.
Yeah.
So they're probably just outside the top 25. They're 8-2.
Okay. I'm gonna take Bearcats. Go Cincinnati. I think they'll beat SMU. I'm gonna say 31-21.
31-21.
Yep.
It's respectable. I feel like one of two things will happen. Either SMU wins a close one, or Cincinnati just blows them out. And they're like, all right, no more playing around. And Cincinnati wins by 30 or something. But
yeah, I feel like that's actually that's probably what's gonna happen.
I feel like it's got to be one of those two things. I don't know. But so we didn't really talk about our teams in this past week. So looking forward, play South Alabama. We play New Mexico State. Last week, did you watch the Kentucky game at all? We played Vandy. Not really something.
I was out to eat. Actually, I went to Applebee's. Amazing place. The song.
You gotta throw the song on there.
Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that bourbon.
And I was watching on the big screen, and I was teasing my girlfriend's dad. I was like, "Dang, you let Vanderbilt score that many points on you?"
17.
Yeah.
Well, it was 31-3 at half, and I was like,
"Yeah, that's when I saw it when I was out to eat. It was 31 to 3 or 7. Yeah, 3, and I went back to my girlfriend's house or whatever, blah blah blah, and saw that they scored 17 points, and I was like, dang.
Yeah, I was like, let's just score 60. I mean, we scored 31, and then we just kicked one field goal in the second half, won 34-17, which a win's a win, but at the end of the day, I would love to beat Vanderbilt by 40.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. And
hopefully.
then y'all played Georgia, so.
Yeah. Hey, 17 points against Georgia. I mean, what else can you do?
Yeah. I believe that's the most. I think we scored the second most now. But it was the only team to score in the first quarter. So.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pluses from Tennessee in that one. I
feel
like.
We had some good signs, good looks. So, but I really like where Tennessee's going right now. I feel good about it. Yeah.
But I mean, it's Georgia. What are you supposed to do? I feel like you can't wish for much. I feel like all you can wish for is just like scoring the most, 17. Or, like being the
Like
first one to
that's
score in the
bad if
first
somebody is so good, so dominant that you just hope to score a certain amount of points even if you lose by
20, 30.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I thought like when it was 10-7, when Tennessee was up 10-7, I was like, okay, this is actually like looking good. I was like, we can keep this pace, just stay with them the whole time, not get burnt out, run out of stamina or something.
Yeah.
But then that interception, I think that just changed the whole mood. After Hendon Hooker, they were talking about, he looked like off or something. Like he was throwing balls high and stuff, and then towards late in the game they put Joe Milton in. But hey, Hendon Hooker still the man.
What year is he?
He's a senior. He's a senior this year, yeah.
Will Levis is a junior, so we'll have him back, and then Wandell's a junior.
Thanks. So they'll both come back.
Should Wandell might leave, but
Yeah, with the year he's having, yeah.
But I could see him kind of being disappointed with how we've ended the year this year. So I don't know.
True.
We'll lose some linemen, but we're replacing them with like 4-star linemen. So it'll be young linemen next year. But I mean, we just gotta finish off this year, get a solid win.
Bless you.
Bless
Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you. Quentin Williams.
Listen, thank you that I got here. So,
But we gotta get a solid win by a lot of points against New Mexico State, and then beat Louisville on the road, and then get to a decent bowl game. I mean, I'd love to win the bowl game, but beggars can't be choosers. So, But yeah, that's hopes. Bless you.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, so y'all got South Alabama and Vandy, and those are both very winnable.
I would be satisfied with 7-5, win out the rest of the season.
Well, y'all got 5 wins right now.
We're 5-5, yeah.
Hey, I don't know. South Alabama's 5-5 right now. Might be on upset alert. I'm just playing.
Next guy.
Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, so, best time of the year. Going forward, we will be continuing to talk about basketball and just life.
Yep.
And, just make them a little interesting for even when football's over. And, just have a good time with it.
I think we might throw in some stuff that's going on in the world. Talk about it, give our opinion. I think that would be something to add if y'all want to.
We could just have goofy conversations with this.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see. But
Yeah.
so, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of the week. Enjoy some. Well, this week's kind of like the cupcake week for the SEC.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure this is the week. There's one week where every SEC team just plays.
It's cake week, boys.
Arkansas and Bama play, but other than that, I don't think there's anybody playing. But, yeah, so enjoy some college football this weekend. There's a few good games, and we'll see y'all in the next video.